You are in a relationship with someone who you want to be with forever, then please listen to this so you don't make the same mistakes I did and lose that person. No relationship is perfect. Every relationship has its problems, its fights, its issues, and sometimes those are problems that are reoccurring that have just never been resolved. But listen to this. If you guys are fighting and you can't figure out why you can't get on the same page, then this is what you do. Take your feelings in the way you feel you've been hurt and take that and shove it aside. This is not about you right now. Chances are somehow you've hurt your partner too, and they want you to hear them and you want them to hear you. So you have to put your feelings aside and you have to actually put yourself into their head. Now, once you're in their head, think of the way that you acted in a situation, something you said, an action you did, and then think about, based on your action, how would they have felt? I want you to really feel it. This is not just put yourself in their shoes. I need you to feel it. Feel that emotion. Feel their pain. And if you both do that, then you can finally get in a place where you understand each other's pain and you can make up. You can forgive and you can let go. Because if you cannot do this, those reoccurring issues will keep coming and they will never get resolved, and the anxiety and stress will build and build and build until there's nothing left to give for either of you. Don't let these stupid fights make you lose the thing that you love the most in the world. It's not worth it, I promise. Put your feelings aside, empathize with your partner, and just love them. Literally just love them. Please stop fighting and just love each other. If you are in a relationship with someone who you want to be with forever, then please listen to this so you don't make the same mistakes I did and lose that person. No relationship is perfect. Every relationship has its problems, its fights, its issues, and sometimes those are problems that are reoccurring that have just never been resolved. But listen to this. If you guys are fighting and you can't figure out why you can't get on the same page, then this is what you do. Take your feelings in the way you feel you've been hurt and take that and shove it aside. This is not about you right now. Chances are somehow you've hurt your partner too, and they want you to hear them and you want them to hear you. So you have to put your feelings aside and you have to actually put yourself into their head. Now, once you're in their head, think of the way that you acted in a situation, something you said, an action you did, and then think about, based on your action, how would they have felt? I want you to really feel it. This is not just put yourself in their shoes. I need you to feel it. Feel that emotion. Feel their pain. And if you both do that, then you can finally get in a place where you understand each other's pain and you can make up. You can forgive and you can let go. Because if you cannot do this, those reoccurring issues will keep coming and they will never get resolved, and the anxiety and stress will build and build and build until there's nothing left to give for either of you. Don't let these stupid fights make you lose the thing that you love the most in the world. It's not worth it, I promise. Put your feelings aside, empathize with your partner, and just love them. Literally just love them. Please stop fighting and just love each other.
I'm sorry, I had to play it twice. Okay? I had to play that video twice because this is a conversation that a lot of women need. Not should, not probably should, not could. This is a conversation that a lot of women need to hear. One thing I have to say is that you don't have to be perfect, right? But you see, a woman who is humble, a woman who has humility is going to get a lot farther with the man than a woman who is arrogant and thinks she knows it all and thinks she has everything all figured out. That's just me being honest. This woman may not be perfect, but immediately that shock value of that relationship being irreparable or being over and her not having the opportunity to fix it has clicked something in her brain. That's you know what? It was me. I'm the problem. I messed up. it was me who should have done this. It was me who I should have done that, because I let my problems, my ego, okay, the situations in front of me, my own feelings get in the way of something that I've always wanted. And I ruined it. I know a lot of women don't want to hear this, but let me tell you something. A lot of women walking around, if you let them tell it, every situation they've been in, every ex they had, they were never wrong. They never did nothing wrong. Okay, the relationships just ended, and it was nothing that they had any part to play in anything. They didn't do nothing. They weren't wrong. If there was an argument, it was always the man who was at fault. They have no idea on what accountability means. And so you know what happens? They repeat the same cycle every time they get into a new relationship, because they don't know how to be accountable for their own actions so that they can actually grow, so that they can actually learn. They can't do that. They're going to be like, he the problem. I'm perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm the prize. I cook, I clean, I this, I that. So why you ain't got no man? So what happened? So it was always them? Oh, okay, so you just don't know how to pick nobody? Oh, okay, so you just always with people who are incompatible with you. You say he's dusty, so what are you? If every ex you talk about, you call them dusty and say how this they were and how that they were, they are a mirror of who you are. You keep attracting that because that's what you are. A lot of women are going to have this harsh reality. A lot of women have already had it. You rather be right and alone. You rather have the last word and be by yourself. A lot of you guys need to backtrack and go into the moment and realize, you know what? Am I going to try to win this argument, or am I going to try to keep my relationship? You know what? Let me just put the shut to the up so I can keep my relationship. Instead of having to show how much I know and show and prove and battle his masculinity and try to throw, my cojones around and make it seem like I can be more of a man than he is, even though he is a man. Let me just be quiet. Let me just relax. Let me humble myself. A lot of women don't even know what the word humble means. Can't find it. Up in the dictionary, can't even find it. Don't know what it means. They're like, humble, what's that? I ain't never heard of that before. I don't even know what that means. They don't know what it means to be humble. They think if they're having a disagreement with their spouse and their spouse starts saying things that hurt their feelings, that they have to start going for the jugular, saying all type of stuff. Just because somebody can hurt your feelings doesn't mean that what they're saying to you is not true and it's not something you can learn from. But guess what? I'm not saying that you should stand there and be a doormat while somebody treats you any kind of way. I'm not saying that. But a lot of women have a strong part to play in being argumentative and, most importantly, being disrespectful to their spouses. And at the end of the day, they're the ones who end up crying. He not crying. He been over it. He said, if you disrespect me again, the relationship is over. You disrespected him again because you trying to call his bluff. Once again, throwing your weight around like, all right, the relationship is over when I say it's over. Now he really don't want to fool with you. Now you're like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand why he doing this to me. I just don't understand how this happened. How could this happen? You did this because of your arrogance. It's stupid. Foolishness. Women always put themselves in these positions because they're big and they're bad and they're bold, right? They could do, I don't need no man. I could do it all by myself. I could do this. I could do that until he don't want to be with you. Then you don't know how to act. Then you're shocked. Because women have this thing in their mind that they're the ones who are in control. Oh, I'm the one who run the relationship. I'm the one who says this. I'm the one who calls the shot. I wear the pants in a relationship. You think you do until you realize that you don't. And more men are waking up to the idea that, where did we get this happy wife, happy life mindset from? where did we get this idea that, you know, women run the relationship and we just got to do what she say and make her happy? What about my happiness? Hold up. Because I'm under the understanding, this is the men's mindset now, I'm under the understanding that there's women out here who will be a lot more agreeable and won't disrespect me and won't challenge my every thought. I don't got to deal with this no more. Let me kick this girl to the curb and go get me somebody that's more agreeable, because I know they're out there. The thing with this woman in this video is that the fact that she has that realization is extremely important. You want to know why? Because it may not have worked out in the last relationship, but hopefully through this realization, through her spreading this knowledge to other women, and through her understanding her wrongs to play, when she gets with another man, it's more than likely that she's not going to try to replicate the same exact mistakes, because she understands what she did wrong. So she's in a space that it's possible that she can grow, get better, attract better, be in a better situation. It may not be her dream man, may not be that, number one guy that she wanted to be with, but she will probably find herself in another relationship and make the best of it. These arrogant women, on the other hand, they can't get to that spot. You want to know why? Because they're still in that same space. Again, they ain't did nothing wrong. Oh, well, it's his loss because I'm the one that's surprised. Girl, the prize of what? What have you won? What is somebody else winning by being with you? You talking about you the prize? Girl, every time a man look at you, all he see is argument, disrespect, you rude, can't nobody talk to you, you challenge everybody, you defensive. Talking about you the prize. Of what? What about you says you're the prize? What about you makes a man feel like you're easy to deal with? A lot of y'all can't answer that question. There's a lot of women right now who pretending like they so happy being single, or they pretending like they so happy in these other relationships. But the reason why, they go to bed or they crying at night or they listen to certain music and they think about that one guy is because they know that they messed it up. A lot of women bitter because of the relationship they messed up with the one guy. They don't want to admit it though. They stay in that delusional mindset, lying to themselves, acting like they're not the problem. How can you grow? How can you see better? How can you have better? Until you realize your part to play in the situation. And you'll say that to some women and they still won't get it. They'll say, yeah, my part to play in the situation was I picked the wrong guy. Okay, fool. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat. But yes, I had to play this video twice because a lot of women need to hear this message, and a lot of women are in relationships right now, and you don't want to be on the other side of that fence. You're all big and bad and bold right now because you guys are in the same household, or because he's still answering the phone, or because you can still get in contact with him. But you see, once you no longer have that same access to that man, just trust and believe that all those feelings you had, that false insecurity that you have, that boldness that you have is going to change. And you're going to be on the other side of the fence crying. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you.